Hello, guys. Okay, today I'm gonna talk to you about or tell you a story about how crazy my neighbors are. To begin with, my neighbors aren't that crazy from what I read online on Reddit and stuff like that. Cause I know there's stories out there that are really bad about neighbors calling the cops every time something happens or whatever. But mine aren't that crazy to that level, but they are a little crazy or at least picky. One time we had a party here. It was daytime. It was like 3 p.m. Right? And we started having very limited parking here, so we had to move our cars to the side of the road, to a road like nearby, like a couple steps really from our side, basically the other side of the road. And I put my car there, and then I don't know where this old lady comes out, like literally within the minutes that I parked there, cause I was just like seeing if I was good, cause I didn't want to park in front of someone's house, but I parked like across from their house, so it wasn't like their place, just you know. And she came out and she's like, "You can't park here." Actually, I didn't even park in front of her house. I parked like across from her house. I just remember that. Yeah, I the thing that shocked me was that I wasn't even near her house. I wasn't even near it. Like there was no way for me to invade her privacy then, if I were to try to, I suppose. But I wasn't even near by her. In fact, that was closer to another house than I was to hers. But she came out and she was kind of threatening, I guess. I don't know. As a young kid, anyone seems threatening when they come out with their hand up. But she comes out and starts telling me that I can't park here, and I'm like, okay, why? And she's like, you can't park here because when I back out, I'm gonna hit your car. And I'm like, what? Like, first off, I can park here. Or I'm pretty sure I can park here. And second off, if you hit my car, that's on you. It's like not on me. And there was plenty of space. Like there wasn't. I didn't have like a big truck or anything. I have a small car, so there was no way for her to even hit me. But she's like, when I back out, I'm gonna hit you. I'm like, okay. It kind of seems like on you. And then I was like, well, like I guess I can. I mean, I didn't know what to say because I'm like, I'm not gonna argue with you, but at the same time, like I can park here. And before I could even say anything, she's like, "I'm gonna call the cops if you don't." And I was like, "Whoa, okay, fine. I guess if you want all your space, I guess I won't even be near here." So just to avoid unnecessary conflict and just really no conflict, because I really didn't want to deal with her, I just took my car and moved it like 20 feet forward past her house, or not even 20, like just farther from her house. And then she was okay. I guess it was to the point where she couldn't say anything. But that was crazy. And then another time, um, our neighbor came by and started telling us about how our trees aren't in line or how they can't be there. But when we moved in, the trees were there. So they were saying that our trees weren't supposed to be there, or they didn't like that our trees were there. And we didn't really deal with them because once they told us that, we just said okay, and they kind of just said that to us because we were outside and they were walking by, and then they mentioned it to us. They're like, "By the way, your trees can't be here," and we kind of just like stood there and looked around, and we're like, "Well, we didn't plant them in the first place," and okay, they didn't really go into description why we couldn't plant them. So they kind of just walked away, and we kind of just stood there like okay, and went back to our own business. And then another time, this wasn't really a crazy neighbor thing, but oh no, actually, what I wouldn't consider it. We had a we used to have a dog that was a bulldog. Her name was Lazy because she would sleep all the time. I don't have a picture of her, but I guess I'll sketch one out like this. And we obviously would take her outside of the backyard and play with her and all that. And then one day, one of our neighbors came up to us and was like, "Hey, I have a male bulldog. Would you want to maybe mate them and have puppies?" And he kind of just stopped there, and we were like, no, or no thank you, I guess. I mean, we never got approached for that. Seems kind of weird. Is it weird? Is that weird to say? Is that a weird thing to propose to somebody? Maybe it's just me. I think that could be normal. Okay, maybe they're not that crazy. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just that simple. Maybe it's just weird conflicts. But I still think we have crazy neighbors. In fact, since we moved in here 6 years ago, all of our neighbors have moved away. Like, we used to have an all-white neighborhood. I'm not even kidding. We were the only Mexican family here. And then they all moved out. And then a bunch of other Latino families moved in. I didn't realize until I was outside one day and a bunch of like Latino kids running outside all everywhere. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Kids playing, and they're like, wait. There's like no one, no other, like, nationality here. Like, we're the only like type of family here, and I felt weird. And there used to be a cop near us. There used to be some Asian American people that lived near us, next to us, and had a restaurant that I would always go to. They were really cool, but then they moved out. In fact, now since they moved out, they owned a sushi place, but then they sold it, and now we work for them for marketing. Me and my friend do. So it's kind of funny how that worked out. But now they're rivals. But that's a different story. And yeah, I mean, everyone moved out, and now we're here. So it's kind of funny. Okay, well, that's my whole video. If you like it, please support it. It means a lot. I will try to make one once in a while. I'm kind of busy with my job and life stuff, so a like would do greatly for me. Thank you. Bye. Throughout the video as well, I make a lot of puff noises and my audio is out of whack. So I will work on that. So expect better quality for my future videos for sure. Right now it's kind of like a pilot, so everything's kind of in the air. Thank you.